speaking of local bands, we have former friend here in the studio. Your mics are on. Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah. And you all are from the OC. Your band is from the OC.
Yes.
What part? Like very local or?
South
Orange County.
Mission Viejo.
Oh my gosh, my
Aliso
hometown.
Viejo.
San Clemente.
Dana
And
Point.
the other
Let's just say
Viejos.
South
Viejo.
County.
South
Laguna
County.
Niguel.
Yes.
All right, so super local.
Yes.
I love it when I have like OC bands on because there's so much talent in LA, but there's like so much talent in OC, and I feel like we don't champion that enough.
You're not gonna find any.
So you're what you're saying is not going to be
Wrong
good.
band.
But we are champions.
Good start. You're
I'm-
champions. Okay, let's have you introduce yourselves, champions. Your name and what instrument you play.
I'm Leanna. I pretend to play guitar, sing, and drums. We switch off.
All right.
John Williams, guitar.
Mark Reed, drums, guitar, and singing switch off.
Ooh.
And Alex Weisbecker on the bass.
Very nice.
Mark, you have a terrific radio voice.
My friends have always told me what a terrific voice I have.
Ooh. I should
Goes
go
way
get my
back.
bass and just
Yeah.
kind of play like a
This
soft.
is the first time I've heard this, actually.
How much louder is
Normally
it
we
than
can't
everyone
hear
else's?
you.
I'm gonna switch places with you, and I'm gonna join the band, and you take this. That's really cool. It's gonna be helpful because we're gonna be talking a lot about the band. But can you guys tell me a little bit about how you formed as this lineup? Because I know we were talking a little bit off air. You've been making music for a while, a long while, and then this lineup relatively new within the last year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mark, you take it away.
Well, we auditioned about 3 bass players ahead of Alex, and Alex is the only one who learned the songs, so he got the job.
Yeah, I was actually the second pick. There was a good friend of ours named Brian who is a phenomenal musician.
Who's sitting in the chair right now, though?
Oh, damn.
True. He is also very busy.
We're calling you out, Bilal.
Be loud. You hear that?
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Like the
he
reverse shout out.
just had so much going on that he couldn't play. And they were like, is anybody else playing? And I was like, well, Alex plays guitar. And Leanna and I worked together. So
Okay.
she just came over and like touched my shoulder. Was like, hey,
you.
do you play instruments? I'm like, yeah, I play guitar. Cool. Do you want to play bass? Never played before.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. You're in.
It has less strings.
I've learned, and it's actually a little bit easier.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, good way to start, right?
That's how they got me.
It's
I don't know
like
how JD got in
You
there.
went out on a limb and it worked out for you.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Crushed the breaker, sort of.
And JD, how did we find
Yeah,
you?
I
We go
actually
back with
watched
JD.
this band that I'm in like 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Like live show style watch?
Yeah, so when you're out there and you're watching a band, like, just wait, you might be able to join it one day. You know, it goes that way.
All
No,
your dreams came true.
Yeah, it's true.
These are your dreams.
Well, that one about joining former friend anyway came true.
Yeah.
But you said, how many years ago? 10 years
Well,
ago?
I was actually in Reed's digital media class in high school.
Okay.
And I used
cool.
to go to the AAA and watch.
AAA Electra 99.
watch,
Shout out.
Watch the former friend.
Defunct.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's where we got our start.
That's
so
where we met.
Mark and I had been playing as a duo for a long time,
Yeah.
recording and playing the occasional show. And like he said, we tried out many bass players, and we were never able to get a full band going until this past year when we found I don't want to say hooked up.
Acquired.
Reconnected.
We didn't-
Reconnected with
stop.
JD, who we knew from back in the day.
Okay, cool.
And got what's her name?
Bass player number
It's
3.
like, I feel like he's like, listeners at home can't obviously see what's happening in here, so I feel like they're like, is Alex a ghost? Is he really here? Or like, are we...
Speak, Alex, speak.
Yeah.
I am saying words.
Okay.
He told his story.
I told a
yeah,
story.
No. Listeners at home, Alex is real.
I am real. I at least think I am.
So you guys are, what I'm getting is like very, very DIY. I think even on your Facebook page it says like bedroom style mixing at first.
Yes.
And still.
Born and
What does
raised.
that mean, though?
Oh, it means what you think it means.
Ew.
Means you don't have enough money to go into a studio.
Well, the whole house is kind of a big bedroom.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
All right,
we
cool.
use the space.
So like you built up for a while and now you're playing shows with this
We're
lineup.
finally playing shows regularly with a full band.
We just had our 1-year anniversary show.
Yay! Happy
2 weeks ago.
anniversary.
17 or 18 gigs this
Don't
year.
you guys record in Joshua Tree? Or,
We
Yeah.
record in both Orange County and Joshua
yeah.
Tree.
Yeah.
I'm interested to talk more about how the songs that you as a duo wrote together changing while you're playing live and with this lineup. But I'm thinking we're going to save that conversation until after you play a couple songs for us. So what are the names of the two songs that you're going to play for us first?
Some Vague Impression is first.
Okay.
And
What's next?
Float away, I think.
Float away.
Oh, cool.
Float away.
Those are both very like
Our set
tenuous.
list in the other room.
That's okay. You're not the first band.
Glad I know what we're playing now.
yeah.
We're going to talk about the names after as well. So as long as you remember them after you've played,
Yeah.
that's all I need.
That's also not a given.
Let's remember
We'll
the song.
see how it
first.
goes.
Can you comment before we start?
I'm gonna let you guys go get set up in the lobby. So go ahead and go out there.
All right.
And listeners at home, stay tuned. I'm gonna play for you one song. In the meantime, from my playlist, this song is going to be called "Pressure." It's by Milk and Bone. You've heard this song a lot on this show because I'm obsessed with it, and it's very, very nice. So I'm gonna play that for you right now. Stay tuned. KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine.
Hello. Let's go. This is Some Vague Impression. This one's called Float Away.
Whenever I said to
Before that, you heard two live songs from our band, Former Friend. Remind me what those were called, please.
The first song was called Some Vague Impression, and the second one was called Float Away.
And those are both, I mentioned it earlier, those are both very flowy, tenuous titles. Where did those come from?
Next to a lake.
What?
Okay, sure.
JD has.
I get that with the
Okay, yeah.
flowy. Yeah. Okay.
He's the master of puns.
Funny.
Oh, God.
A more structured question, I guess, is you've been making music for a while. Are those both from the same time period? One newer, one older?
One of them is newer.
Which
Which was
one?
the most recent one we played that's newer.
Yeah, Float Away is a newer song.
Oh, very cool.
Actually, we never even finished it, really. We just started playing it live before we completed the recording.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
So the name of that song kind of came out of, it's a working title, to be honest. And now it's
Cool.
stuck.
And now it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Some Vague Impression, the first one, is not the first title we had for that either.
What was the first title for
Human Condition or something. We
Oh,
just pulled a
yeah.
line out of
Something
it.
vague.
Something quick to something vague.
Something very broad. And I did not get any less vague. I like it. It sounds like everything's almost a work in progress, which I think is like a bigger message for life. We're gonna not go on that path because I only have 3 minutes until the 11 o'clock hour, and I have to play PSAs.
Yeah, this
but
interview is really good eventually.
I feel like I just escaped a quiz.
But I mean, what is it like? Because you said you weren't really done with the song "Float Away," and then you started playing it live. So is that maybe like a way that you actually do finish music, where it's like you write together and you see what works, and then you actually cement it when you are getting the reactions from the crowds and you're like on stage, the adrenaline's pumping? Like, yes.
We historically don't count on crowds because we don't have any.
We're waiting for the reaction.
Well, so
We're waiting
we
for the
generally
crowds.
we'll have a basic structure of a song and we'll play it together and see what comes out of it.
Okay.
And so it just kind of, we build on it sort of
Yeah, we
organically.
just jam on it for,
Yeah.
every time we
Nice.
practice, we'll play everything we know or try to. And
Oh
then
my goodness.
the stuff that we start refining, either for recording or for a live thing.
So actually the song is a good example because what we had before we presented it to the band to play live was just basic scratch tracks, vocals and guitar and
Oh, okay.
drums. But
Yeah.
then JD came up with the lead guitar part. Yeah, which just makes
That
the
part?
song. So yeah.
All right, cool. And that, would you say then there's any difference between playing live for whatever people may be listening and playing in rehearsal, or yes or no?
Well, rehearsal's two pieces of it. One of them is just for us to learn the song, which could end up live or it could end up in a recording. And then the recording process when we're playing together is totally different because it's just us.
Live is way different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tend to be a lot more out there live. We tend to be a lot rockier and a lot more energetic when we
Yes.
play live.
See, that's where I was going, where
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I mean, there is more, like a different sense of like more on the line when
Lots
you're
of
playing.
dance moves.
Lots of dance moves.
Yeah, a whole
man.
new aspect to the
I'm
song.
missing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, John and Alex bring the rock. If you listen to our recordings, it's very soft and
Yeah, you can't hear.
rock. If you listen to our recordings, it's very soft and
Yeah, you can't hear it, but there are dance moves going on.
yeah, it's live.
Serious
Yes.
dance moves.
I had a band last year, this month. They dressed in costume and had choreographed dance moves.
Yeah.
So that's the standard I hold all bands to.
Oh, we're totally doing that too. Like, isn't that
Did
what we're
they
doing?
think this was
Yeah.
TV?
No, it was fun. I mean, like, you
my
bring
makeup and everything.
what makes you comfortable out to the
Right.
stage, right?
Yeah.
What makes you happy.
Yeah.
And I feel like in a band like with you, you do kind of feed off of each other a lot. Like, that's the core of the band, is that
Definitely.
you
I
need
have some
to-
balloons in the car.
I had a band bring
Will that help?
balloons too. Been there, done that.
Aw.
We'll float away with that one.
Figure something out.
Thank
no.
you. Thank you. We're
Oh
sorry.
no! I have to go to commercial now. I have to. No, I am. I have to technically, but also because of that, that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then after commercial, we're gonna go into more live music from you. What's the next two songs? What are the next two?
Oh god.
One of them is called Kittens, simply.
Oh, I like this one.
Okay.
And the second one is called Simply Ordinary.
Simply ordinary.
No.
The word
Ordinary.
simply
Oh, just
isn't in
ordinary.
those, so
Yeah,
just
this
No,
one-
none of our
this
songs
one-
have the word simply in the title.
Okay, so
Cats.
kittens and ordinary.
kittens
Yeah.
and ordinary.
I like it. We're gonna cut to commercial.
Everyone likes
Go back to
cats,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Stay tuned, listeners. 11 o'clock hour coming up next. You're on KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine.
next song is called Kittens.
Found her at Barnes in the parking lot. Fishy-faced and wet. Right up on her coat. Don't eat meat, but a pussy does. I've thrown a hot dog past the cat more than twice a day. Sometimes more than bakes them cakes and licks the cream. The pale gray, her favorite. Keeps their whiskers wet. Pets them on the
And this next one's called Make It Right.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. I made it wrong.
Oh, wait.
It is Make It
It's,
Right.
it says Make It Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, so it is Make It Right. The bass player was right.
Turn away. Right was the time when we sat on the grass, watching cars going past. Right is the sound of your melody. Right is the line that your words had. Time has grown a
Before that, you heard 2 live songs from former friend there, our live band tonight. To remind me what you played. Remind yourselves what you played first.
Well, we just finished playing a song called Make It Right, which we accidentally called Ordinary earlier. We had it wrong, now it's right.
Do you have yeah.
And then before that it was Kittens.
Do you have a song called Ordinary, or are we just
Yes,
Yes.
we're playing that
Okay.
later.
Okay. Oh, something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's something.
Make It Right and Kittens.
Yeah.
Very cool. And also, same question as last 2 sets. Both new, both old, 1 and 1, or?
Again, one
Kittens,
new
yeah.
one and one even older one.
Is Kittens new?
Kittens is
new.
newer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels new.
Yeah.
Very
Or
cool.
number 5 album that we haven't made yet.
Yeah, it's still in progress.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me, because looking at your Bandcamp, you have 7 releases
Discography.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple singles and some EPs.
Couple singles. How has, I guess this is the obvious question that presents itself, how has your writing style changed in as long as you've been releasing music out into the world? How has it?
I write more like Leanna now.
Oh,
that's
please.
Just trying.
I have a... No, I don't have any kind of formula or anything. It's just whatever's fun, whatever sounds good, whatever she gives me the approval.
Oh, God. I'm not a tyrant. I'm
She's
very
kind of a
friendly
tyrant.
and nice.
She's, you know.
Writing style.
I'm scared.
Send help.
I don't know. I don't think our writing style has changed much.
Oh, we get more comfortable with it. At least I do.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing.
I think
Yeah.
maybe I try to take more chances now.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That's actually true, yeah.
Yeah.
Those sound on paper like opposites, where you're like more comfortable, more set in your ways, but you're taking more chances.
There's a
but I
lot.
think
There's a lot more chords in Reed songs, and so when it's a Reed song to learn, it's like
Reed, aka Mark.
Oh, okay.
His last name is Reed.
a lot more memorizing of chords.
Yeah.
Well, the comfort level allows us to be more experimental with
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Be
We
more
can kind of
confident
branch
to,
out. Yeah.
Try out different things more.
When I was looking at your Facebook page, researching your band, I still have it up. You can obviously see. Your influences are wide and a lot. Is that still hold true from when you first started your band? Same influences, and then is that like the music that you love that you shared together? Maybe is that what you inspired you to like start making music?
Totally. Yeah. When we met, music was an instant connection. What connected us, I think. And we both have really wide tastes in music, both of us,
Yeah.
respectively. And so we introduced each other to a lot of different kinds of music and bands and whatnot.
And it all comes out in one form or another in what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
All of the things that we like to listen to.
So all those, we do have a big list of influences, and it's because we're the 2 primary songwriters, I guess, and we
Right.
both have previous exposure to all the different music that we listen to on our own.
Very
and not
nice.
Together.
I like that you can track that trajectory of like liking music, sharing music. Oh, I'm making music together. I like it.
Our children.
Yes.
Aw.
Those are our kids.
That's so sweet. I often refer to the show as my baby, so I get it.
Bill
and
was
then,
a pretty baby.
With 6 heads.
That's my favorite one.
Oh, thank you.
You're not supposed to have a favorite child,
But you do.
but Bill.
You know what? I think Bill is my favorite child too.
Yeah.
Our Bill EP.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What about new stuff then? Are you
Oh.
already like excluding that from favoritism, or?
No.
Now I put you in a rock and a hard
Boy,
place
how do we
question.
explain this to the other kids?
Yeah.
The earlier stuff was just so much better, and then once they started getting the money, it went
They
to
got
their heads,
lazy.
Yeah.
Mom and
too
Daddy don't
comfortable.
fight.
Hired 2 bandmates,
Hired.
We didn't hire you.
What do you
did
mean
we?
hired?
Wait,
We don't have to pay
not
the.
getting
I'm
paid?
not getting paid.
No.
You didn't tell me.
Oh.
Oh no, truth.
gosh
Truth's
darn
on
it.
air.
I just cursed.
That's okay.
You made it
I think
worse
I
by
was talking
saying it.
over you, so I don't
Okay.
think they heard
Nice.
you. Don't tell them. That
Okay.
they won't know.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay. Don't call myself out.
Don't claim.
Radio 101.
Jeez.
That's okay. I'm interested in just talking about the new, like, more new music that you're having coming out. But before that, I also want to like go back to what I'm looking at on your Facebook page, where you say indie pop. And I like to always, whenever anyone claims like pop music as their like genre or like part of their genre, I like to ask the question of like how close do you feel to that genre of pop, and how do you define it? Because I know a lot of people mold it to what they like to see in music, and also a lot of people hate on pop because it's like bubblegummy, or it's simple, or it's like not progressive enough. I don't know.
I think we strive to that. I mean, the pop ideal is something that's memorable and easy and fun to listen to and hard to play sometimes, but I mean, it's a challenge.
I think for us, like indie pop, we mean it in the sense of just sort of like the 60s pop, like the Beach Boys type and Beatles, that kind of pop is
Yeah,
a
of
huge
course.
influence on us. And then also, for me anyway, like 90s indie pop is a huge influence. And then
Carpenters.
Oh yeah, Carpenters, that kind of pop too. And then, like, for a few years, I stopped listening to new music, basically. And then mid-2000s, maybe, or late 2000s, I tried to discover new music, and I looked up indie pop bands, like current
Yeah,
indie pop bands,
yeah.
and it is not what I expected. It's really changed. So I don't think we're, like, contemporary indie pop. We're probably very 90s influenced.
Well, we're
pop.
indie for sure.
Yeah. I like that you have taken the, like I was saying earlier, like some people like very narrow description of pop, but I like that you can expand on it and you can say like, oh, it has changed and we're part of that, or we're reflecting that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna have you guys go and play 2 more songs, some
Yay.
indie pop songs for us. What are the next 2 songs gonna be called?
We know
we're
these
gonna
ones for
play,
sure this time.
Okay.
Oh So Nice. That'll be the first one. And the second one is called Go Back Home. That one's a little bit more
Rocky.
for us.
Interesting.
More rocky and less poppy.
That's fine. Like mountainy,
Indie rock.
like
It's
less of
up-tempo
the
shuffle
lake and
with
more.
a heavy bass.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Cool. I'm excited. I'm going to let you go get set up in the lobby. And then listeners at home, stay tuned. I'm going to play for you 1 track off of my playlist in the interim. I'm going to play this song. Ooh, careful. Listeners at home, be careful, in everything you do. I'm going to play this song for you. It's by an artist who I just found today. His name is Sean McVeary. And I like that because he's like very Sean. I don't know, whatever. His song's called Natalie, and I'm going to play that for you, a little bit of that, and then fade it out. And then we're going to have 2 live songs from Former Friend. The night's going swimmingly, and I'm having a great time. I hope you are at home as well. I hope you're still awake because, like I mentioned earlier during Wanda's show, tomorrow's a holiday, so you get to stay up late. You don't have to go to work tomorrow. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. So it's we're having a great time. Stay tuned. KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine.
And this next song is Oh So Nice because it is.
Swear
This next song is called Go Back Home.
Also, before that, you heard 2 live songs from a former friend who is our band for tonight. Tonight. It's after 11:30, so my brain is like nap time or bedtime, I guess. What were those 2 songs called?
Oh So Nice and Go Back Home.
Very cool. And both of those, I know we said earlier, one like the Go Back Home was going to be like more dancing, more rock, but both of them were like super upbeat. I really wanted to dance, and we're same question. I asked this because you have such a broad like range of work, but both new, both old.
They're both new-ish. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I felt like they were a little bit similar. Do you play these ones live a lot?
We do.
Yeah, I can see because they're so fun.
Yeah. I think Go Back Home is probably our
it's my
favorite to play live.
That's what we usually end your set with.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then I haven't really asked about like the content of the songs, but I know some titles are just kind of working titles or you just went with them, but are these 2, Go Back Home especially, is that one like significant in some way?
No.
Cool. It doesn't have to be.
I'm trying to remember what I was thinking about.
We introduced ourselves at the beginning. Mission Viejo, Lisa Viejo. Yeah, we did that already. But no, not really. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
I think, it started with like, I think a line of lyric where I thought of saying, never mind. There's really no meaning to this song.
We write words just to foot melodies with them. That's really phonetics and rhythm.
Yeah.
I think if you want to force the meaning out of it, it just means you can go back home.
If you want.
If you want to.
Through.
Cool.
Yeah.
All my notes have meaning.
Or go back home now.
When you write, do you write the music first and then lyrics come after? Kind of just to fill, like you were saying?
Like 90% of the time, I would say so.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like having lyrics first.
Yeah. Our style differs
really
in
do.
that way.
That is really cool.
Yeah. Well, it's easier to write melodies, I think, if you have words that are already have a flow to them or the way they're spoken.
Well, do you hear it in your head because you're the vocalist for some songs? You hear like what's happening, or is it you just write the words as they are?
it's you write them down after you have a purpose for them. I think I'm not a lyricist, so it's always a struggle to try to come up with words that are not too embarrassing or too boring or too profane or too disgusting. Or what do I have? Something. No. Yeah, it's a challenge to get words.
Alex hates all of our lyrics.
That's not 100% true. Just like maybe 90.
Lyrics elitist.
These are all true words. Yes.
Yeah.
Those are words. Yes.
Yeah. Good
This
ones.
one is too.
Some of them were bad
That's
ones.
some behind the
That's behind the music.
Behind the music.
Yeah, that's what we're all
Alex
about here on
secretly hates
KUCI. Like I said off air, wait the 20 minutes to break up the band.
What don't you like about our words, man?
You know,
You never said that to me.
it's a different kind of spring.
No, stop it.
I mentioned earlier that I wanted to talk a little bit about the future of the band. Are you working on? What are you laughing about?
Oh,
Are you
sorry.
working
I thought we were
on-
breaking up.
Oh yeah, you're breaking up. Yeah, we talked. No. Are you working on new music currently? Are you like always right? Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's
say.
an ongoing thing.
We haven't recorded some of these new ones, have we?
Nope.
We were talking about that, right?
Yep.
Some of them exist only as
Like
demos.
that. Float away. We haven't.
Yeah.
And also, I apparently have a song that's coming out too.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I
Ooh.
wrote a song. We had like an album club fun thing last year, and one of the songs that came out of it, they said, "Hey, let's make it a song for us."
What's it called?
The Rain in the Red.
It's a really good song.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So it's supposedly a really good song.
That's really
It is.
exciting.
So
Aw.
I'm excited. Yes, it's my first actual contribution to the band.
Besides learning bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a monkey could, but
Yeah.
No.
a really handsome monkey.
Yeah.
Any idea of like a timeline, or just this is like in the future?
Well, we're hoping to complete an EP this year. We were shooting to. We were.
We got a whole year now.
Well, we were going to complete it last summer,
Mm-hmm.
and then that deadline came and went. So hopefully this year we'll get it out.
All right, cool.
And we're working on a covers project also.
Oh, exciting.
That same album club that we did last year. So this year we're doing.
Dude, what I've
The
so
album club's
most
great.
of us are in this album club.
yeah, what the heck?
It really gets us working.
Well, because you
I
know
don't
we.
write music or anything.
No, I mean you're too good for the rest of us. So I mean that
You
as
have
a
a whole
compliment, not
solo
as like
career.
an insult.
Seriously, where does this club like me? Like,
We'll tell you after.
He's here. I'm the head. And then you're playing shows. Like
Yes.
that's a big thing for your
played
band
last
now.
night,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you played last night. How was that?
Whittier.
We had
Yeah.
a fun time.
That was
Actually,
fun.
the next song that we're gonna play, it was the first time we ever played it live last night. Started with within 3 chords, a string breaking and then a strap breaking.
Oh
like,
my
just like that.
goodness.
And we were like, oh, okay, cool. I guess we're not playing this. And then we ended up playing it anyway.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Because we have
hoping-
2 guitars always at the ready. So.
which is nice. We're hoping that tonight goes a little better.
Yeah. Did you change strings?
But it was a fun show.
Yeah.
We had a blast.
That is awesome.
Huge shout out to Jenna and SoCal Indie Musicians.
Yay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you for coming in tonight also, because I can imagine it's exhausting, but
You're welcome.
No, thank you for having.
This is
Thank you
this
for
is
having
better
us.
than a
Really,
video
yeah.
any
This
day
is,
of the week.
so cool. Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
this is awesome.
Okay, we have about 15 minutes left in the show. I'm going to have you guys go and play 2 more songs for us, and then that'll take us to probably about the last 5 minutes. We'll do some like goodbyes, and then that'll
Shout
be the show.
outs. And
Yeah. What are the last 2 songs you're going to play for us?
First one's called Ordinary,
we're actually playing it this time.
All right.
and then we're gonna finish up with Can't Find a Way.
I like that one.
Okay.
We like that one. All right. Go get set up. Thank you so much, listeners at home. Stay tuned. I'm going to play for you, as always, one more track off my playlist. What if I just like left it dead air? That would be so awkward. I'm never going to do that to you. Don't worry. This song is called Yo With Me, and it's by a band called Lomelda. And it's cute. So I'm going to play a little bit of that for you, and then 2 live songs, and then we'll be pretty well done. Some goodbyes, and that's it. Stay tuned. KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine.
Cool. This song is called Ordinary.
You are ordinary.
last song's called Can't Find a Way.
I've heard of a word for the way, the sound of a fly coming undone. Stand back and look at the time. Is this a period of time? Will I be there or will I get lost? Sometimes I can't find a way. I've seen how a sound can make you give up some ground, let it take you. Sometimes you can't find your way.
Before that, you heard 2 live songs, last 2 songs from Former Friend. Thank you all so much for being here all night.
Thank you.
Applause sound effect.
And what were those last 2 songs? Yeah.
Last 2 songs was Ordinary and
Can't
Can't Find a Way was the last one.
And No Catastrophe.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it.
Well, supposedly.
Very cool. And those ones are newish, yes? At least
Newish,
one?
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Very cool. I know we talked a little bit about music coming out maybe this year, and then we were talking a little bit off air. You have a show coming up,
I
right?
have 2 shows.
2 shows coming up.
Okay. So we have on March 3rd, Friday, March 3rd at Arlen Pillay Art Gallery in Tustin.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited about that one. I don't know if you heard about sort of tragedy surrounding that art gallery.
I haven't.
We won't get into it, but
You can-
it's a sad
yeah.
story, and we're really honored to be able to play there.
Oh,
The
okay.
owner passed away.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
The owner and his mother passed away.
So it's a very significant show.
it
Yeah.
is.
Very cool.
And then after that, on
And then-
March 11th,
No, Matthews,
that's March 11th.
March 11th. His parents are gone. We're having a birthday party, and you're invited via San Sebastian. Naked there.
All
See
right.
you all there.
If you didn't quite catch all of those details for this amazing party, listeners, where can we find this band if we want to know more? Where can we find you on social medias and stuff?
We're on all the social medias. You can
Yeah.
find us on Instagram at Former Friend.
Very cool.
Singular. Former Friend.
One
There's
friend.
another band
Just
with
one
very similar name.
Oh.
And we're also on Facebook. If you look up Former Friend, you will
Not
find
plural.
us.
Not plural.
And we're on Bandcamp, formerfriend.bandcamp.com.
And
Very
it's all
nice.
free.
Instagram, too.
Download for free.
Awesome.
Take it. Use it.
Yeah, if you like what you heard, definitely check out this band. You also have a Twitter, it's Former Friend US, and listeners at home, if you follow our Twitter, and I really hope you do because I say this every week, darn it, it's at KUCI FM, that's our Twitter. I've been posting up a couple videos that I took out in the lobby of this band rocking out, and they're fun, and I really like them, and I hope you can not tell that I'm dancing because it's very shaky, but you know, you gotta groove when the music takes you something, I don't know, time for bed.
That's true.
So check them out on Twitter by following our Twitter. You see how that works. Cool. That's it. That's the show. Thanks so
Yay.
much for coming out. It's been a great time. It's been like I've had like a hilariously happy time.
Thank you, Liz.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's it. I'm gonna let you guys go get cleaned up in the lobby. Thank
we need
you,
to get cleaned up, yeah.
listeners. Yeah. Thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Like I said, last week was my anniversary show, so this was the first show of the new second year of the show. Yeah, something like that. And we're off to a great start, like a really great start. I'm like so stoked. I have bands all through March, and then I hope to be back in the spring. And thank you for all your support and for listening to me. In the past year, I've had 48 bands on, which means that I only missed 4 weeks. I hope to do that same thing this next year. Yeah. And that's going to be it for me. I'm going to leave you with one track from Julian the Child. Same track I left you with last week. It's called Enough. It does curse, but you know, it's after 10 p.m. and I played that thing, so we're good. And I really like the passion behind these lyrics, which is why I play this song. Julian the Child with a song called Enough, and this album's called You Have Not Heard Silence. That's going to be it. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. You're on KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine.